So settle down, guys. We begin this practice today in our child pose. And before we will begin, as always, let's just set our minds and hearts for the good, healthy, loving, kind practice today. No expectations, no comparison, no judgments, especially to ourselves. And with that, let's slowly come on up, guys, on the fingertips, just like this, just a little bit. And simply bring your elbows slightly more down towards your mat. Close your eyes if it feels like it, or keep your eyes open. And let's slowly rise up just for a gentle little rise up. Again, keep your fingertips on the floor if you can, or you can put up flat palms. Come on back down to your child pose. Let your chest rest on your knees. And then slowly walk with me to one side. And cover your right hand with your left. This will help us to stretch the left side even a little bit deeper. And simply walk, guys, to the other side. Cover your left hand with your right. And you're gonna feel the stretch in your right side all the way through. Let's slowly return back towards the center. Put your hands in a neutral position of the tabletop. Spread your knees a little bit wider. And we continue this warm-up with a gentle cat and cow. Take your time. Start to feel every single movement through. Make sure that you relax your neck on the way down and express through the rib cage all the way through. This is your body. You can go faster or slower, or you can follow along with me. And let's do one more. And we're gonna stop right here. We're not gonna hold the breath, but we're gonna hold the form, chest up and open. Tailbone up, and the same thing on the other side, all the way. Scoop the stomach in, relax your head and neck, and just simply stay here. We will continue with the single leg lift, and let's take that knee right towards the nose or belly or chest, whichever you can reach. And a few more times on this right side. Big extension and big connection. Inhalation through the nose, again, exhalation back. Couple more times, reach, expand, and hold away, exhalation back. One more, guys. And hold it with me for just a few seconds. Activate the center. Bring attention to the very center of your body. Take it back all the way. Prepare to extend the other leg, reach all the way up. Inhalation, exhalation, knee towards the nose, in through the nose, exhalation through the nose if you can. If not, you can use your mouth, of course. And just a couple more repetitions with me. One more time, reach. Prepare to hold, guys, all the way. Prepare to hold. Breathe. Very nice. Go ahead and set your knees on the floor. Let's give our knees a tiny little break. And then we're gonna go back on the kneeling position. Let's stretch the knees, put the hands nice and flat on your mat. Let the head drop. Scoop the stomach in all the way through. And start to bend your knees, just one at a time. One at a time. Right and left. And then slowly send your knees back on the floor. We will continue with the gentle hips rocking on the side. So all you have to do is to put your one hip on the floor and then return back in the tabletop and do the same thing on the other side. And again, you can go faster if you want to, or you can go slower if it feels like. What we're doing here is we're waking up the lower back and the hips, partially a little bit in the shoulders. And let's do one or two more. And then we will continue this warm up with the hip circles, guys. Don't be shy. Make sure you cover a big surface here all the way through. Begin in one direction. Give it a good full range of motion. Circle, maybe you will start a little bit shallow and then expand for wider and then reverse the direction. Just go all the way to the other side. And again, make sure while you're doing this, you're not holding your breath. Just do another one or two on this side to make it equal. And then come back to the center. Find yourself in a neutral spine. Put your hands all the way inward or just halfway through. That can be a little bit challenging for beginners, so definitely do it just halfway through. And let's start to open up the chest again. Look similar but completely different sensations in the body. Open up chest. Enjoy, guys, every single movement all the way through. And let's do one or two more, depend how fast or slow you're moving. And slowly undo your hands. Let's stretch, guys, one at a time. Just put it right upside down, just like this. And then do another one. All right, get ready to take your right arm all the way to the front and left leg. Good quality extension. Reach all the way through, guys. Lengthen in. And go ahead and bind only if you have it. If you're not ready, you're not ready. Inhalation through the nose, close your eyes if you have set balance. And exhalation. And let's slowly set the left leg, guys. Left leg on the mat and bring your elbow on the floor. Give your body just a gentle stretch here after that bind. Put your forehead on the floor if it's getting there. If not, just don't really worry about it right now. Just find the place where it feels good. Find the place where it feels good. It's not easy to jumpstart the week, especially if Sunday was a little bit lazy. Come back all the way and let's take the left arm to the front and the right leg all the way back. Lengthening all the way through, guys. Just like you want to reach two different sides of this room. Your bind is your option as always. Make sure that you're still focusing on lengthening in the spine, even though we're striving for reaching the ankle. Take a deep breath in, guys, so we can acquire even more balance and stability. And slowly send your right toes this time towards the floor and bend your right elbow, guys. Come on up and get ready, tuck your toes. All the way, come on up, guys, on the tippy toes with me. We're going to take the stomach closer to the quadricep. Relax your neck and head and then slowly plant your heels back on the floor. Take a deep breath in. Prepare to walk to your first plank. Let's wake up the upper body even more. All the way to your plank, guys, and take your right leg up, guys. For my beginners, if you need to put your knees on the floor, please guys do that. Inhalation, exhalation, knee to the elbow across, guys. Breathe. And take it back. Couple more times. Exhalation, reach. One more time, guys. Exhalation, reach. And prepare for the single-legged dog all the way. Look underneath the right now. Continue to express and to expand through the form. Relax your neck and head. Bend your right knee if you can. And slowly bring your both feet back on the floor. Go ahead and walk to your plank. We're gonna take the left foot up. On exhalation, prepare to drive your left knee towards the right elbow. Take it back nice and slow. Couple more times. One more. Get ready to walk back to the single-legged dog. This time we look all the way underneath. Left side, guys, underneath the left. Relax your head and neck. And see if you can bend your knee and open a little bit deeper. Just give it a gentle and strong at the same time rotation and opening. Go ahead and put your both feet back on the floor and simply walk towards your feet. Ragdoll, guys. Let's give our shoulders a little break. So simply grab your elbows, bend your knees, and maybe sway side to side. Maybe just sway side to side if it feels right. Relax the neck. At the same time, neck is limp and loose like a rope. That will allow your back to relax as well. Put your both hands back on the floor. Walk back halfway. We're ready for the hover. Beginners, if you need to modify, put your knees on the floor. Otherwise, the body weight distributed between all 4 points, guys. 2 hands and toes. Shoulder blades apart. Chest is wide and expanded. It's not easy, but it builds a lot of strength in the body, and we definitely need it. Go ahead and push the hips back, downward facing dog. Readjust your hands and feet so you feel really stable and balanced in the downward facing dog. Prepare to raise your right leg up. Take this leg up and step to your low lunge. All right. Today we have some good quadricep stretches, some lizards, maybe even flying lizards. If you're gonna be ready, let's reach arms all the way up. Inhalation, and on exhalation, give me, guys, just a few sweeps. Just a few sweeps. If you can close your eyes, go for it. It's a good practice for the balance. And take your both hands on the floor. Any place you can. Maybe elbows on the ground. Maybe forehead going down. We're gonna give this first gentle beginner variation of lizard. Just a few inhalations and exhalations. Then we're gonna go for the quadricep stretch. A little bit more Achilles stretch. And then we give a try to our flying lizard once we all gonna be ready. Come on up. So with the right hand or with the left hand, whichever you can use, go ahead and reach to your ankle. Straps would be really helpful here. Again, if you can't reach right away, you can move that knee a little bit closer first and then stretch again. If you're feeling good, go ahead, guys. Put your elbow on the floor and lean off the kneecap. Remember, that's the sensation. You really have to lean off the bone. If you're staying on the kneecap, you need to lean slightly more forward to the quadricep muscle itself. Breathe. If you've been doing a lot of squats on Sunday or some running, or working out with pumpkin like we did, your quads are probably really sore from those monster squats and zombie lunges. I know, that's how we felt yesterday. Let's go ahead and let go of this ankle. And we're gonna make a transfer, guys. We're gonna make a transfer and stretch the Achilles. So all you have to do is to do your best to set your back hip above the back knee and fold forward. Just a few extra movements here. And let's slowly return back. Now, you can go back to the regular lizard, what we just practiced. Some of you will want to go a little bit deeper, and you can begin here with me. Just take your shoulder a little bit farther underneath that right knee. That's all you have to do. A little bit farther underneath this right knee. Now, if you want to go a little bit more, then you're gonna tuck your toes under. Tuck the toes under. That's just like this. And then you want to put your forehead on the floor first, because that's kind of giving you that extra balance. And then you can take the forehead off the ground and lift that knee. And let's slowly return back and prepare to return back to your downward facing dog. All the way through. Recover, take your time. Both hands flat. And let's take our left leg up. Step to your low lunge. And put your front knee, guys, above the front ankle. Let's reach the arms all the way up. Inhalation. Close your eyes. And let's do a few shoulder rolls. If you remember which direction you did those, you can reverse it. If not, just do any. And let's slowly dive to the lizard on this side as well. All right, that can be your hands, your elbows. A lot of you will be able to put the forehead on the hands or on the floor. Use your blocks. And we're just diving in. Just being present, connected with our bodies. And let's slowly move towards the quadricep stretch. Again, the best thing to do if you can't reach is simply to move the knee first closer, then catch on the ankle, then move the knee backwards again. Because in order to stretch this muscle, we need to stay wider here on the legs. Knee away from the front heel. Lean down, guys, of the kneecap. Lean down of your kneecap really actively, so you definitely just going off the bone itself. You have to feel that stretch from the groin area all the way to your knee, that front part of your leg. You guys feeling it? Good, good, I'm glad. I'm not only the one. This is a very tough stretch, not an easy one. Let it go. But it's so needed. That connects to our back as well, and your back flexibility will be almost right away better once you stretch your quads. So shift the body weight, set the right hip above the right knee, and simply fold forward. Just like a forward fold from the hip flexor, guys. Just like a forward fold from the hip flexor. I prepared a good standing flow for us today and some upper body stretches as well. Let's go ahead and go back to the lizard. Your choice of the lizard. Just a regular one, hands right here. Put this shoulder underneath and go a little bit deeper. You can tuck your toes like this and find the support with the forehead, or you can go ahead for the fly. This side for me is definitely much better. And let's slowly return back. Take your both hands on the floor and take your hips back, guys, all the way. Inhalation through the nose. Exhalation, reach all the way across. Reach all the way across. Relax your head and neck. And let's switch these sides all the way through. Take your time and slowly take your right leg up and step all the way to the runner lunge. Let's take our arms all the way up above the head and your right leg up front. So you're gonna take your left arm behind, guys, just like this. Now, your right arm is gonna go underneath. That might be very challenging. Use your straps, guys, right away. That's a good way to connect. Now let's try something new. If you feel really, really comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes just for the few seconds. Find that stability inside, within. Your balance is inside, guys. Go ahead and undo those arms. Put your back foot on the floor. Open up to your warrior two. Gaze over the front like a warrior. Bend your knees a little bit lower. Tap the back leg. Open it up. Come on up, guys, all the way. Extend your front knee today. And take your hips and shoulders towards that mirror. Take your palms up and simply start to slide. Just give it a gentle, gentle slide through the waistline. Until you feel there is no more room for sliding. Start to put your hand on the floor. You might be right away reaching the ground, right? If not, take the hand on the shin or use your blocks. Take your upper part of the rib cage and hip all the way even more up towards the ceiling. Even more up towards the ceiling. Close your eyes if you can. We're holding it. Close your eyes if you can. And we simply be. For my intermediate and advanced, go ahead, guys, and take your arm all the way behind. Look up towards the ceiling. Slowly undo your bind and simply return your chest and your center back to the center of your mat. This side of the hip, the right one, move it to the center back. Fold forward. Fold forward. We're holding this side stretch before our revolve triangle today. We haven't practiced revolve triangle for a long time. So put your left hand on the floor, guys, or the block. And for the beginners, the good place to start is just hold your other hand, your right hand, on the waistline. You don't even have to open right away. Just keep it on the waistline as long as you need it. Breathe, guys. Don't hold the breath. slowly. Return back. Take like this right leg all the way to the center. So it's like a 3/4 of your warrior. Again, you might find hips up here. All we have to do is to move them back to the center. Give me a good stretch first. Now intermediate and advanced. Go ahead and bind your hands behind. My beginners, I want you to keep your hands on the floor or on your ankles or even on your blocks. This variation of pyramid pose requires a lot of core strength and stability. I want you to make the right choices. Be safe. Come on up slowly, team. Come on up slowly. Give it a gentle back bend. Support your back if you have to. And then return back to the standing position. Take your hands on the floor and your left leg is going to go simply up. For your Ardha Chandrasana, you can start with the hand on the block, the right hand on the block at a 45-degree angle. And for the beginners, keep your left hand on the floor as well. You don't have to open it right away. Take your time, guys. Try to stack one shoulder on top another. This is it. Come on up, team. Nice and gentle. Tap the floor. Please with the toes if you have to. Come on up with me for the tree pose. Your tree pose can be a very basic one when we tap the toe on the floor. Let's take the hands up front. We're gonna go for the arm bind again. This time, guys, take your right arm and take your left. And then once we go on the other side, flow, we're going to take it vice versa one more time. Let the tension go. Use the walls, guys, if you have to use the wall. And we finalize this quick balance flow today with the single-legged chair pose or regular chair pose if you have to. Take your time, guys. Take your time, please. It doesn't have to happen right away. If you need to step on the floor, readjust, please do that. And intermediate and advanced, go ahead, guys. Draw your left elbow toward the right foot. Oh, guys, so good. Take your time. Come on up slowly. Put your both feet on the floor. How did you do? Reach all the way up, inhalation. And exhalation, guys, sweep to your chair. One more time, reach. And exhalation, sweep to your chair. One more time, reach, palm tree on the tippy toes. Go ahead and bind your hands if you can. And gentle forward fold. Relax, practice your ragdoll if you have to. And we are ready for transition. Step, walk or hop, guys. You don't have to hop. Push down, chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog all together. Take a deep breath in before I will take you on the floor. We still have this flow to take it one more time from the top. Go ahead and take your left leg up. And step forward. Come on up, guys, for your runner lunge. We're gonna take our right arm above, left underneath. Use your straps, guys, towels. And remember how we did, we're gonna close eyes only if it feels safe. Close your eyes if it feels safe. Take your time. One side is always a little bit better than another. Try to expand through the heart. Find stability and connection with your mat, with the earth, with the ground. Open your eyes when you're ready. Come on up, guys, warrior two. Gaze towards the front hand. Make this stance count. Use both legs equally. Arms long, strong and extended. Slightly tap the back leg. Come on up, guys, and start to extend your front knee. Just extend it, take your palms up, and start sliding for your Trikonasana or triangle. I like to go through the long slide myself, so I take all the space I can take, so then easily put the hand on the floor. Start rotation of the upper part of your rib cage and upper part of your hips towards the ceiling. Here you can close your eyes if it feels safe. And for intermediate and advanced, guys, you can also put that arm above, wrap it around your waistline, your back, and maybe even be able to reach inner thigh. Let's give it another breath or two and slowly start to come out. Before we go to revolve triangle, come on down, come on down. We want to square the hips back to the center. Fold forward in a side stretch. Take your time, guys. Once you feel that your hips square and leveled, the back, the shoulders square and leveled, use the blocks, guys, if you have to use the blocks underneath your right hand. Keep the left hand on the waistline if needed, or open up to revolve triangle, which is not an easy asana. Breathe, guys. Try to stack one shoulder on top another and try not to rotate the shoulder too much back. Do that rotation through the rib cage. Back to the center. Fold forward, guys. What we're gonna do, we're going to move the front leg slightly towards the back leg. Pyramid pose, and we will do the easy variation first. Just like we did on the other side, keep your hands on the floor and you can decide if you want to stay right there. After you gave it a few exhalations, do a right choice again. Give it a try always. See how you feel. Right and left side can be very different for balance, core flexibility, and strength. Take it into consideration. Both legs working, guys, equally. Both legs working equally here. Knees soft and extended. Slowly undo those arms. Undo those arms. And go ahead, guys, and make a gentle transition on the left leg for our Chandrasana. Hand on the floor on the block. Use the other hand to support or open it up. Oh. Breathe, guys. And let's make a slow transition to the standing. Some of us would need to take a few steps to tap the floor first, reconnect with the body. And we're gonna do that arm bind again one more time, guys. This time left is gonna go behind. Just follow along. And right underneath. So opposite to your leg in a tree. Open up the rib cage. And slowly undo the bind. We're gonna go for the single-legged chair pose. Take your time, guys, and do your transitions first. Tap the floor, rest your feet a little bit. Single-legged pose, single-legged chair pose is not the easiest one. Takes a little bit practice, but if you're really good in that, go ahead and take your right elbow to the right foot. Come on up. How did you do? Shake those legs. Prepare for the wide-legged squat, guys. Arms all the way to the front, nice and slow. Malasana or Garland pose. Take your right hand towards the left ankle, open it up. See if you can take that left arm behind your back and maybe towards the inner thigh. Let's slowly switch. Begin with the left hand on top of the right ankle and good quality opening first. If that gives you a lot of challenge by itself, definitely stay away from progression for now. But if it's really easy for you, go ahead and bind with the inner thigh on the back, or just at least wrap around. Big smile, notice clenching. It's not gonna help. I know, I catch myself all the time when it's challenging to do that in yoga class or any other class, but it's definitely not gonna help. We're gonna practice today the seated variation of the goddess pose and the shoelace or the cow face pose. So we will begin by taking the left underneath, right outside. This variation available for most of us. So you can also support yourself with the fist. If you want to go a little bit more open up your left knee slightly wider. But that will require more balance for sure. Take your hands up front. See if you can catch up on the balance. You can try to close your eyes here, pretty challenging. Try not to stress. No expectations. We're just practicing. We came here to improve, and that's exactly what we're doing. Let's slowly switch our positions through first, stretching our ankles a little bit. So just put your both feet underneath. Use your fist, guys. Do it one knee at a time, right? As we always do. Some of you so good on your ankle stretches, guys. You don't even need to use your fist or anything. You just can simply reach your knees. But I definitely encourage you to use the support and do something. That's the only way to improve for us, is to do something. Come on down. Go ahead and take your left foot outside. regarding your right, if it's closed or open, depend on your balance. Let's try to close our eyes. And let's slowly make a transfer to the seated position. And we will begin with the right leg, guys. So we will follow in the same direction. So you can simply step across. That's a lot. Like this, if you can't step across at all, stepping outside will work. If your cow face pose is really good, just remember, the farther your feet off the base of the body, the more challenging it is. The closer it is to your hips, the easier. It's a tough asana. And all of you guys so fit and strong, but it has nothing to do with being fit and strong. It's the hips and lower back. Let's close our eyes. And just try to let go of the tension. If you sit in there and all you keep thinking is a pain in your knees, ankles, and hips, you went too far. You simply too far. You should be able, by using your breath, let the tension melt away. We do another quick bind here. So if your right leg on top, you're gonna put your left arm on top on the right. We continue to hold this cow face pose. If you feel that you need to come out of your cow face pose, you can't handle that anymore, please do it. Elbows slightly higher, shoulders away from the ears, and elbows off the chest, guys. Close your eyes. Let's slowly lower the elbows on top on the knees. That might be not for everyone, guys. If you need to undo your hands first, go ahead. And let's slowly undo the arms now. Take your legs outside and stretch them first. Just stretch them first. Maybe just move your knees if it needs to be done. We're gonna take our left across on the side, anywhere you can do it. It could happen that one side was really tough and the other side would be much easier. Can be vice versa as well, so be prepared. Try to sit yourself, guys, leveled, because that's your spine. You want your shoulders to be leveled as well, and you can see yourself in the mirror. I can't, but you guys can see yourself in the mirror. Let's start right here. Every asana we're going through, we want to readjust and be leveled on both sides as much as possible. First, start to let the tension go before we're gonna go for that bind. Try to find the place in your cow face pose, Kamukhasana, where with time you're gonna feel a little bit is on the tension in the knees and hips. If you're ready, your right arm is going to go above your left. Try to lift, guys, your elbows, right arm above the left. That's it. With your left knee over the right. Try to lift, guys, your shoulders a little bit. This is it. Close your eyes. Let the tension go. If you're ready, go ahead and send your elbows on top on your knees. And let's slowly start to undo it. Today we're practicing wide seated angle on the floor, guys. This asana may require you some time. You don't have to spread your feet very, very wide, right? Make sure that you're comfortable on your mat. And what you want to do, guys, first is to really try to fold through the hips, right? So it comes from here. Try not to do this thing, but come through the hips. And most of you have a really, really good fold here. Start somewhere, start a little bit, hold, whatever holds really well, feels good. And then once your body lets go a little bit, go ahead and proceed for a little bit deeper. Please don't stay without support as well. I know sometimes we see this thing doing. That's very hard. Your head is heavy, the upper body is heavy. It's really challenging on the hips already. With support, without support, it's brutal. So we're gonna give this one a good certain minute and a half. If you feel that you need to come back up, hold your hands on the floor, in the center. And just some days, body is more stiff and rigid than other days. Feel free just to come out for a couple seconds, take a breath, and dive back down. Start to take your time to get back up. How did you do this hold? We did, and it's improving as long as we're doing something. Go ahead and put your both feet together. Literally pull your glutes out, because that's going to give us that nice, good flat sitting and level spine. Let's reach all the way up and fold forward with me. Right here, just a good gentle forward fold. Again, Monday classes can be really tough after the weekends. Body goes in a relaxation mode, and unfortunately, as an adults, in order for us to stay flexible, pretty much we have to do it every single day. I'm not saying that you have to do the 60 minutes practice every day, even though that would be nice, but 10-15 minutes of the stretches is important. Go ahead and reach up, guys. Take your left hand outside of the right. It can be foot, ankle, knee, anywhere on your leg. That can be the hand on the waistline or all the way up and open. And let's slowly switch. Doesn't have to be your ankle. Make sure it doesn't compromise your back wherever you decide to hold. And one more gentle forward fold. All right, let's stretch our upper body. So if you prefer to go to the upward tabletop, you can do that, or come with me for upward plank. Be mindful for your elbows and shoulders. And how can I let you go without a quick feel-good boat? Let's reach the arms up. Feel free to bend your knees just like this if you have to. A little bit lower. And one more, guys. Bend your right knee. And you got this. Breathe, 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 breathe. Guys, don't shake. You have to breathe. In order for you stop shaking, you need to breathe. Go ahead and put your both legs on the floor. The hard part is behind. Come on down on your mat. Take your legs all the way to extension, arms all the way behind. Close your eyes. Simply just like you woke up after the long night of healthy sleep. Hopefully you guys sleep well. If not, there is a lot of things we can do for it, but the sleep is one of the most important components of the health, of healthy body, vital body, the body which will serve you for long years to go. Expand your belly. And on exhalation, let all the tension go. One more time, guys. Let's expand the belly and give it a good quality inhalation. Inflate that belly so you feel it. Put the big, beautiful, bold smile on your face and your heart inside out. Life is too short not to be happy. We can choose to hold the grudges on other people or on ourselves. We can choose to be angry. We can choose to be unhappy. But why would we do it? We have only one quick life. So let's set an intention to fill that life with joy, with happiness, with content, with love, with desire to grow and become even stronger, wiser versions of ourselves every single day. It's not an end journey. Every single day it's a new day to conquer. Let's set an intention to contribute to others people's lives, because life without contribution is very, very empty. We must serve others. Look inside your heart, guys, and find that ability to learn, to grow, to commit, because we all have it. The health, wellness, and vitality, it's not just for the few. It's for everyone. Let's slowly come on up to the seated position. Bring your both hands, guys, up front of your heart. And let's finish this practice as always by expressing the silent gratitude for everything we have in these lives. Our health, we can see, we can walk, we can taste, we have our families and shelters to live, our friends. So many good stuff. Look inside that heart. Smile with your heart. Share that smile with others. And flow through the rest of this week with unshakable, beautiful, loving heart inside. Namaste. Great job, guys. All you have to do is to show up. And I will do the rest. But this is the hard part, to show up. This is the hard. Once you put your yoga mat in the car, dress up and you drive in, you're halfway through to the challenge.